Whoa, forgetting something here. Gotta get those headphones on. Uh-oh. There we go. I was like, wait, there's no sound. Oh, I need to turn up the volume for some reason. Even though I never use these other than like on today or when I'm playing games that are shooting games or something. Anyway, hello. Welcome. Let me pull up my comment section to my right over here. Where am I at? Now, I found out something really cool when I was screwing around just doing some last minute touch-ups on my test build earlier. I found out that if you, on the PlayStation 5, if you turn on Apple Music, like I pay for my Apple Music subscription, and through paying for my subscription, I was listening to music all morning because I've been cleaning all morning. I got family coming, so I've just been cleaning. So I was listening to music, and I turned on the game for like a little bit just to kind of touch up, get my brain into the right mode, you know what I mean? And as I was doing that, the Apple Music didn't stop playing, and none of the music for the game was playing. It was just playing the Apple Music, and I was playing City Skylines. So for people who don't know that and play this on PlayStation 5, you could listen to your Apple Music and, hey Chris, and listen to, or play the game at the same time. Like, I'm like mind blown over it. Absolutely mind blown. It's freaking awesome. So, well, while we are waiting for a couple more people to get in here, I'm just going to have a quick little sip off the old regular here, the 10 high, the cheapy stuff. And I do got something special for today, because today, I mean, it's I don't have a snow build going on or anything like that, so we can't exactly go all Christmassy. We do got this. We put this in last time we were here, and so that's kind of cool. We got you know, dry Christmas going on over here. But yeah, it's in celebration of Christmas today. We are going to be putting in a new tree farm over here, just messing around with trees. We'll pretend it's a Christmas tree farm, and as we're placing it in our area here, just to kind of finish up with this side of the map. Like, as I was screwing around, I realized that this side of the map just needs to finish off, and it needs to finish off spectacularly, and a tree farm is a good way to do it. We already have one over here, I know, where is it? It's right there, but it's just a small one. So I feel that, you know, enlarging the tree farm, maybe extending this one to another area, something like that, seems like a good idea. So that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, we're going to place that all over here. We're going to be doing some terraforming and adding in some trees and doing all kinds of stuff, making it look good over here. Messing with the roads a little bit too. As I was messing with the roads, I came up with this really good idea to make the area down here where, you know, we have the nuclear plant, like you would have security around a nuclear power plant, right? So far away from it, you would probably have a security gate. So we're going to be doing something with it, making a security gate and stuff like that. You'll see what I'm going to do there. I'll be using a toll booth and some signs and stuff that I have available to me in the vanilla game. So one thing I realized, and this is why I decided to go with the trees here, doing the tree farm, is my other tree farms in the area. I have two other ones. This one, there it is a level 2. And this one, bam, is a level 2. Now this one, I don't want to grow. It is, like, I could, but I don't want to. I want it to stay exactly the way it is. Like, this is just something old school that stayed in the town. Because of what it is, you know, with the old factories and such. So that's why I wanted to keep that the way it is. This one, I just can't grow it any further. Like, it's as much as it's going to be. So that's just going to stay that way. So that's why this one, we're going to kind of build it in a way that we can, not there, that we can actually utilize the land, build up a nice forestry area and stuff like that. So that's what we'll be doing. First of all, though, let's go check on over here, our park, Hardy Amusement Park, it's still only a level 2. I just wanted to double check it. I really wasn't paying much attention to it during my test build. And, okay, so we still got a lot of visitors that need to come to the park, things like that. So we will just give it time and let it do its thing. And then we'll come back over here later on. Let's take care of that really quick. And since we're here looking at that, let's double check. Do we not have anything over here for death or something? Like, I thought I had something set up. Maybe I don't. Let's see here. In here, crematoriums are the easiest to... Oh, I don't have nothing over here. Wow. I guess there's that, but it's way over there, so that's why they're having trouble. So let's go ahead and put a crematorium in. I guess setting it here would probably be the best. They can get in and out in a couple different ways that way. And then... Yeah, we'll just leave that. That should be good for now. Until we start building more over here later on, like, let's leave it alone. I really wish I did have mods like PC players, because it would be cool that, you know, having the fact that it's Christmas time and stuff like that would be awesome to be able to turn this into a snow build. Just temporarily, just drop snow on the ground and boom! Like, that's something that they should have given us, you know? Like, you know, just come on. Just step up the game a little bit here, guys. Alright, let's see here. The Lions are winning against the Bears at 34-14. That's looking awesome right there. And so now, like I was saying, we're going to work in this area. We're going to turn this into a great little tree farm over here. We'll pretend it's a Christmas tree farm. We'll give it a good name, like St. Nick's Christmas Tree Farm or something like that. Kind of be cool about it. But first of all, what I want to do is I need to do some terraforming. So we're going to... wrong button. We're going to come in here and do our level terrain tool. This terrain level right here is what I went with last time. I'm going to turn my strength all the way up and just go for it right here. And I got to be slightly careful because I want to still utilize a little bit of the upper area too. Try and bring this over a little bit, right about there. I do want to bring it out. We'll make this more of a cliff. Surrounding the, there we go, like that. Kind of more of a cliff surrounding this area. We'll mess around with the telephone poles and stuff like that in a little bit here too, but, or power lines, I guess. I call them telephone poles around here because we do run telephone lines on them, but I guess they're power lines specifically. Because, yeah, those would not have telephone line on them. Well, maybe. They'd have like one line run down to the people there, but whatever. Alright, let's finish getting this looking good here. And the reason I wanted more of a cliff here is I'm going to be using as much of this area as possible. We need to, of course, we got mills and things like that we got to throw down, so we will be doing that. I want to leave a slope there on the right. I'm going to clean up this little spot just a little bit, make it a little more of a cliff as far as that goes, instead of straight, more straight instead of curved. And now we'll bring it out how it's naturally kind of bringing itself into a slope over here. We're going to work with that. But what I want to do is go ahead let's try this. This area here, I just wanted to like smooth it, kind of give it more of a little bit of the slope. There's going to be a road up, and I want the road up to work out properly. So let's go like this. That is sinking the land right there. I don't want that, so we're going to fix that really quick. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend, had a good week, is about to have a good week. Christmas is coming in like, 3 days? Yeah, Wednesday is Christmas. And, I'm like I said, I'm expecting a bunch of family and just stuff like that going on. So it's one of those times where, like, if you're like me, you never really do the major cleaning until family comes, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I guess I better clean that up. So that's what I've got going on in my life right now. I want to bring this out a little. Thanks, guys. I didn't care. I want to bring this out just a little bit more around this side of the dump, just a touch. It wasn't this much in my test build, but I just want to be able to utilize the land there. Kind of like we came in, well, it's almost like we came in here in the beginning and just made it this way on purpose, you know what I mean? Like we pulled it out so we could have the dump in there and everything else. Let's go ahead and bring this, clean this up on the bottom here just a touch. And one day, maybe we'll clean up this mess of a frickin', oh God, this mess, it's a mess, that's all. Maybe one day we'll get that cleaned up. Oh my God. All right, so first of all, let's see here. We're going to have to delete all those power lines. They're going to have to get redone. So we're going to go ahead and pause the game for a moment here. I'll leave that one alone. Actually, no, those are going to move too. All these have to move. And as you can see, we got trees that are kind of in a weird spot now because of this. But I'm almost thinking about leaving them, so we're going to probably go ahead and let's go up here and mess around with these rocks just a little bit. This is going to delete like 1 or 2 trees, but I think that way it makes it look like, we can go back in here, grab a larger rock like this. No, that is not what I wanted. I wanted the tree to stay. I guess you gotta be a little bit, oh my God. I guess you gotta be a lot more further away then. Alright. Are you fudging me? That was a reference to a movie, if you didn't catch that. Fudge. He actually didn't say fudge. He said a different word. And his parents got all mad, made him eat a bar of soap. Come on, what movie is that? That would be A Christmas Story. Wait, right? Yeah. The one with Ralphie, the kid. That's the one I'm thinking. I think it's Christmas Story. And the dad that gets the lamp that's a leg and everything. I love that movie. 34-17. So the Bears got a kick. They got a kick. All right. The Bears getting your asses kicked by the Lions. Yeah, I figure a couple of rocks just to kind of make the area seem a little more authentic. A little more authentic looking with all the trees and everything there. We'll add a couple of those trees back in that we took out. We're actually going to add a lot of trees back in that we took out, so don't worry about that. We'll do that really quick. Let's add in a little bit of grass and bushes there, just to get the right touch on a few spots. Hey, there we go. Dang, I got something in my throat today. The grass is all floating. Floating grass. Yes. Alright. Space is already... Oh, by that rock. Oh, I found a spot. There we go. I guess it would be overgrown onto the sidewalk. That's fine. Because, who's going to be really walking up and down this sidewalk? Not very many people. We're going to actually change the road around a little bit too. Like this part of the road's going to stay, but it's going to be a different. We're going to change it up to the one with the median in it. I think it looks a lot better with what we got going on in the future here. And once we start changing roads around, we'll do it then. So let's go back to the trees. I want to fix our tree problem that we made for ourselves, where a couple trees disappeared. So. Go. I always like to overproduce or overplace the trees. Like if I take out one tree, I'll put down 2. If I take out 2 trees, I'll put down like 7. It's just the way I like to do it. So now that we've got our area set up the way, oh, look at a frozen birdie. Where'd he go? I just saw him. There he is. Little frozen birdie in the sky. Look at the bird. Oh, there, far away. He's white like he should be because it's a seagull. But as you get back closer, it turns into a crow. What is going on with the game lately? Like, they got some weird bugs just messing with stuff. Ever since the last update, the bugs have been, like, just odd like that. Black birds. My seagull is now a crow. Alright, let's see here. I guess... Oh, look, now it's back to being a seagull, but let's get close again. And it's a crow! Or a bat. I guess it could be a bat, too. Look at it. Kind of looks like the Batman symbol. So, Batman. I'm Batman. Alright. Stop screwing around. Stop screwing around, Donnie. Okay, so now, let's add... Since I said I was going to add in trees, I want to do this really quick. We'll just add in a bunch of, like, we want to make this a forest area, right? We want the forestry to actually be able to work here properly. So let's go ahead, add in some trees. We'll add in some of those, a couple of thems, a couple of theses, and a couple of thoses, a couple of themses too. There we go. Okay, added in plenty of trees. It's just treed the hell out. Shape changer bird. Ooh, yeah. It's like just tricks you. It's like, ooh, it's a seagull. No, I'm a raven. I'm gonna bite your eyes out. All right. Waited a little bit. So this is what I got. I just got a little airplane bottle for today. I didn't want to go for the big bottle, but it's this stuff right here. I think it is amazing. So if you check it out down there in the camera, it's called Shanky's Whip. It's got this cool label. It's got somebody with an ostrich. They're racing an ostrich and a chariot type of thing on the label there. It's made in Ireland, so I'm sure you could pick this up in Europe as well. Shanky's Whip is just super, super good, though. This is a... It's good by itself. It's black, smooth Irish spirits distilled from whey with natural flavors and caramel color. So to me... I've always kind of considered it like an Irish whiskey mix type of thing. It's got such a oh my god, it's so freaking good. And I even cleaned out my my whiskey glass for. Oh, I did pour some whiskey in there. That works. But the Shanky's Whip, I think of it as like a whiskey mixer type of thing, but it has liquor and everything in it already. Whatever they do to it, it's like this. Abso-freaking-lutely amazing, like vanilla, cinnamon, like, I don't know how else to explain this, like, everything about it, like, Shanky's Whip, it's like Christmas in a freaking bottle. That's why I bought this today. It's like Christmas in a bottle. Just the smell alone makes you think of like Christmas baking, like somebody baking around Christmas time, like cookies, all the different types of cookies, you know what I mean? Like my mom will bake cookies and she'll have chocolate chip cookies going and vanilla cookies and lemon cookies and pumpkin cookies. And then she'll have breads and other things going on. And that's what it smells. It just reminds me of like the sweets in your kitchen when your mom or your grandmother is cooking. That is Shanky's Whip. And the flavor does not freaking disappoint. I'm telling you right now, this right here, look it up, Shanky's Whip. if you like to have yourself a little drink every once in a while, even if you just like a sip off of something every once in a while, Shanky's Whip is definitely the way to go. Like, this stuff is just abso-frickin-lutely amazing. I suggest this to everybody. Everybody that is legally allowed to drink and enjoys a good drink. I don't suggest it to people who are children of, obviously. Nope, not suggesting it to them. It's got a nice dark color. I can't really show you. Or maybe I can. I can pull this out of here. It's got this nice dark color, almost like a cola type of color to it. Like a Coca-Cola type of color. Got some caramel notes to it and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, definitely caramel notes. Like, you could just, like, imagine like something like brownies with caramel in it. That's like being made at the same time. Now, if I haven't talked it up enough, I could go on all day about that stuff. I tell you what. It's on Amazon? Huh. I'll have to look. I know that, like, a lot of stuff, depending on where you live in the states, some states don't allow delivery, so, like, Amazon probably only delivers to certain areas as far as that's concerned. Because I know in the states, like, I can get delivery of alcohol to my home, but when they deliver it, I have to actually present ID to the driver. Or if I have it dropped off at a delivery spot, like a local FedEx spot or something like that, then they have to check my ID there as well. So, but I mean, there's states that don't allow it. So, in Germany, it is. I would imagine in Germany, it definitely has got to be available on Amazon. Like, don't you guys have, like, the ability to, like, drink once you can see over the bar? Isn't that the rule there? Let's get some roads laid down. I want to check my I made a reference picture for myself here today because I really wanted to make sure I put the road in the right spot. So let me check my reference. Because this, like, it worked out so well where it was, and the other time I tried it, things were kind of not meshing right, and I had to change a few things around. But I got the road in this, like, perfect spot. There we go. Right here above the little hospital down there. So I'm just going to start this off just like this. And then we'll bring it in a little bit with this 4-lane road. I want to try to run along that cliff just slightly with it. And now we're going to change this up. One of my favorite things to do when I'm building areas like this with the trees, the logging, with ID check, obviously. With the trees and logging is something that is normal around here when we have our trees and logging. Like, we don't pave the roads where they do the logging. That would just be ridiculous because they're going up there, they're doing the logging, they're replanting the trees, and then they're leaving the area alone once they're done replanting. And so, yeah, dirt roads. The dirt roads are good ways for people to just go out there and explore and stuff as well. So once the area is done with all the logging and things like that, so we're going to bring this around. Bring this up like this. I'm going to bring it around like that. I want more of the space up above than down below because you'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. Once we start building up there, it works out better for it to kind of have the uphill instead of that downhill, obviously with the slope there. So we're gonna bring this over. Oh, too far. I want to bring it to right about, there we go. Have that road down. Perfect. Okay, now I want to go off of here. And again, this one's going to have the road run. Let's drop this down just slightly where it's a little more even. I want this road to run along the cliff here. One thing that we can do with areas like this is I've done it before, is you add in like your normal zoning for the logging and stuff like that. You zone it out, do the normal zoning for logging, and you can use up little areas like this. Let me show you here. These little areas here, and they'll fill up with like little, like, you know, storage looking areas and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll do that so that, like, if I have stuff like this that I want to look used, or, you know, things like that, that's something I do occasionally. I might not be doing that here, but we will definitely be using a lot of this more open area. That's why I did the road like that. And then I pulled it in this way with, you see how the hill kind of curves right there along with the road. I did that on purpose. There's going to be a couple things going to the left right there. I wanted more things up here to the top. Right here where the road is, I'm going to probably smooth this out. Let's go hit up our terraforming here. And we'll smooth that out. The reason I want that smoothed out is because, like I said, I'm going to kind of utilize this area as best as I can with at least a couple of like tree farms or something if I can. So, like, I was able to get at least like one or two kind of at the corner here. So, yeah, we'll see once we get there. Now, that's looking good. I think what we need to do now is just throw in our water lines. The power lines are going to kind of naturally come up through there once we get a chance with all that. Oh, I remember. We got to fix these other roads too, though, and adjust them. So hold on. We're going to take this and this out down to about that point. Then this is going to get upgraded. We're going to go ahead and stick this back to medium roads. Actually, I got to move something really quick here. So we're just going to move this over just slightly. That allows us the room to put the road in there properly. When we upgrade to this, let's double check our zoning. Now, oops, go up here, grab our two-way toll booth. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I know it. Hold on, maybe I need to bring this road back up for a moment. Hold on. I'll just use a basic road for a second here. I think what's going on is it's not getting an... Oh, you know what? What I can do instead of that, I got a better idea. Let's go to terraforming. What it is that cliff, there's just too much of the cliff there. And I had the road up a little closer last time. So I think if I just at least terraform this out a little bit. That should probably give us just enough, and then we'll mess around with it a little bit in a moment. Make sure it's nice and clean looking. I was hoping to get it like perfectly lined up off that road. I guess that's as perfect as it's going to get. So now, like I said, I'm going to change this up to this road here with the center. Let's go ahead and go to upgrade really quick. You know the bugs I have to deal with, so I got to do that. And plus, the one thing I like about this with the center lane is, look, it looks like it almost has that like turnaround point for any vehicles coming from the left lane there into the right lane. So it looks really good that way, in my opinion, at the end of the line right there. So do that, and now we can go ahead, go to freeform. and try to not destroy the rocks. There we go. I came from the bottom up because it gives it a weaker slope. Like, I've tried to do it from before. Like, it's just the way it happened in my test build. That's why I did it from the bottom up this time. Because when I did it from my toll booth down last time, it caused this weird issue. Or it just had this weird slope that I didn't like. So, yeah, we're going to avoid that this time and do this. And that looks fine to me. Like, even that little bit of a slope to a straight to a slope again looks totally fine. It'd be natural that way, especially if you have rocks you're dealing with, things like that, nature. In fact, speaking of rocks, I see a spot that I really want to add some to. But this spot just looks like it needs rocks. It's going to take that tree. 2 trees. Uh-oh. 2 trees. Now we'll add some trees back in. Oop, there we go. Let's get a couple of these shorter ones. The shorter tree. Then, you know, I just want to throw a couple of oaks in here as well. Ooh, I saw it. I saw a spot. Come on, you can give me a nice oak right there. Come on, give me an oak. Ooh, I saw it. There it is. Sweet. Okay, let's throw one more in right there. Now, a little bit of grass. We're not really seeing too much of it down here, so we're like in spots like this. Or maybe this. But because there's a lot of trees, I think that should be fine. Just lackluster on the grass. Hey, David, welcome. Delivery arrived for 3 Eastern. Oh, man. I totally understand. I totally understand. Yeah, I was saying earlier... Oops, I need to get this done. I was saying earlier that, like, my whole morning, my whole past has just been dealt with cleaning because I have family coming and everything like that. And so I totally get it, though, like, where you get caught up with something. I almost was, like, so close to, like, almost not streaming for once, and I was like, no, I'm gonna stream. I gotta just take the little bit of time for myself, do it. And enjoy some Shanky's Whip. David, you weren't here when I was talking about it, so I'll show it really quick. You can check on the video earlier. I was just talking up a storm about this stuff. It's called Shanky's Whip. It's from Ireland. It's this kind of a mixed drink type of thing. And it is like Christmas in a bottle. Since we are coming up on Christmas time, I just felt like having that for the show today. And every once in a while, you know, I thought about getting the bigger bottle, but, you know, just doing the show today, I got the small one just to show it off. But Shanky's Whip, I definitely recommend it. Christmas in a bottle, I'm telling you. So, all right. So what we've been doing is upgrading the road here, David. We made this more of a separated road for the power plant down here, and then I added this in to act like a security gate for the power plant, basically. So you'd have to go through, you know, a checkpoint to go to the power plant, especially being that it's a nuclear power plant. And then this area up here is all getting turned into a tree farm. We're gonna call it, like, you know, St. Nick's tree farm or something like that. We'll come up with something good. It'll be a Christmas tree farm to celebrate the time of the year that we are in. Merry Christmas, by the way. And so, yeah, we've been just kind of upgrading everything in the area, getting our terraforming done, putting some rocks in, some trees, making sure it looks really good. So what I want to do at this point, before we step into where the build is actually going to happen there, I want to take this road and finish up what I got going on here. So like I said, this is going to be like our security checkpoint going down to the nuclear power plant there. So one thing I think would look cool is to have signs, right? So let's see, let's take a look at the different signs. I had a certain one on there that I liked at one point, and I don't remember which one it was. No, not those. Maybe that. Let's take a look. This one, where did that go? The information board I want right here. This is going to be, like I said, this is our logging zone. And in our logging zone, I want that right, bam, right there. It's like the intro, like the little welcome sign into the logging area. Like, hello, this is our logging zone, blah, 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 blah. So, I like it. I wanted that to be there. This, like I said, it's going into the nuclear power plant. So, I want a sign that, like, says nuclear, you know? So, let's go up 1, 2, 3. Where is it? I went the wrong way. There it is. I just want to take a look. I think it's tiny. It's too small. I mean, not really about the size, but like, let's place that. Take a look. I don't really like that one. It's got all the yellow and the red writing on it, but like when I look at it in here, I see that it's like this paid parking sign, and it just bugs me a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do is go look at our industrial. No, our industrials didn't have anything. Our parks did, though. So we have our city parks. Those aren't good. We have our we have our amusement park. No. The zoo, no. So I think we'll end up going with this one. This one looks pretty good. And that one. So let's stick this down. It's the same size as that parking sign, but I know it's not a parking sign, so it just makes me feel a little better. So I can place that, and then on this side, it'll be like a thank you for stopping in, please have a nice day type of sign as you leave. So right there on the end. And then this one is you are entering a restricted area. You better have your shit straight or you're going to get capped, fool. That's what that's going to say. So, now, kind of getting a little bit of the last minute or last thing done to it here. Let's go ahead. Not that. I have tried 100 times to use this concrete fence. It looks great. But unless you're just going on a straight area, you see that? It disappeared. There are so many bugs with that fence. So I just don't use it. I don't. That fence has so many bugs. It's great looking, but it has so many bugs. And I never get to use it. So disappointed. But what we'll do is we'll use the airport fence because it has these warning signs on it. And that's what we want. I might have to adjust that there. Maybe not. Hold on. Makes it easier to turn those snapping options off. And then we'll go with freeform and just kind of mirror the road here a little bit. Dum dum dum. Dun 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 dun. City Skylines has some great music. You can sing along with it. Ooh yeah, City Skylines has some great, wonderful American music. See, you can make up words to it even. Just having some fun today. All right, let's go ahead. It makes, yeah. I think we'll just bring this back this way. Dive it off into the hill here. Perfect. And then because we have this going on over here. Oh. I wonder, where is... Hold on, I'm going to start this descent here. I wish I could just go in right there. That'd be wonderful. But we'll stop it as close as we can, right? There. And then we'll do something to make it look like it's supposed to be that way. But again, with this side, we'll mirror the road. Not perfectly, just enough. I might have to move that rock. That would stink. I think there's a perfect spot. Oh, sweetness! Oh, I love it. I love it when that works out great like that. That rock, I don't mind moving. But like the big one there, that would have just been a pain in the butt. I love it when things work out. We'll just dead end this right into the dump. Why not? Boom, right there. The grass growing through the fence looks wonderful. That made it past there. We need to add that rock back in, though. It can't have that one disappear on us. There we go. Oh, I love it when things work out and I can get it to like just fit in that perfect little spot right there. Oh, that's so good. All right, so now we've got our area down here set up. This is more secure looking, right? Right? Oh, pulling on my cable. More secure looking. I'm thinking it's looking good. So, let's go ahead. Man, part of me really wants to like take this. Where's my fencing? Yeah, and just kind of finish the fence across. I don't know if they would build it up on the freaking cliff like that, though. Hold on. I don't like it on the cliff. Don't like it on the cliff. We're gonna change it and take it off the cliff. We might destroy some trees. Ooh, I was really hoping I could leave that little bit going up the hill like that. I like the way it looks, but I want to connect into that point right there on the end. Oh, wait a minute. It might have helped me in the first place. Boom. Ooh, too much up the hill. Too much. Oh, it's not letting me do more than just the one, huh? Yeah, I just don't like any of it. None of it at all. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get rid of all this, and then I'm going to do this next to the cliff, because it seems better to me to be closer to the cliff with that fence. I think I'm just going to end the fence normal. I wanted to do the cool little tail on it, but I don't think I'm going to get the tail. So we're just going to do that. It's a secured area. Secured. Oh my god. My brain's dysfunctioning again. Secure area. I was thinking security as my brain was talking there, and that's what happens. Holy cheeses. Like Swiss, you know. And good. Alright, let's go back here really quick. I wonder if I can get some grass right out in this. I'm trying to make it look like the fence is just overgrown right there and it's connected. Like, that's really what I wanted, but it's not going to do it because of the building and such. Like, this little section right here is just considered part of the building with the grass, and it's not going to let me touch it. Unfortunately for me. Hey, Tim, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But I am happy with what we got going on. We have our security gate. We've got our signs that tell people what they're getting into. It goes all the way down the rest of the way with this split road to the power plant. I think it looks good. We're going to leave it at that. All right, now we got our other roads. We got to get these things set up and ready to go now. They need water. Water. So we're going to bring this on over. And I want to go ahead, since I'm bringing the water lines through here, we're going to go ahead and bring this one down. There is already water down here, but we'll just have it all connected in. Now, let's snatch up the little spot right there. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum ba bum. Bum bum ba bum bum bum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I listen to too much City Skylines music on this game. And I can every time sing along with the city music. Oh, the city music. Sing with the city music. Ooh, that city music. Alright, enough of my terrible singing. Let's finish this up. Sweet! Alright, we got that going. Now, here's the cool part. Now we get our industry going. Let's go ahead and get... like, we could do a little ore if we wanted, but I'm not ore mining over here, so... hold on. Got a little yawn coming on. Woo! We're just gonna go ahead and turn this whole darn spot over to the forestry. You know, I was just thinking of something. Delete. Okay. I just had this cool idea. Let's go ahead and extend meadow timber processing. Why not? Like, it makes sense, right? So let's drop this on the road, and we'll just drag this over the road for this little distance here. Because we're going to delete that line eventually, too. Like, duh. But now let's go ahead. We'll make a quick little circle here. Grow our circle. I think I grew that circle a little too much. Okay, now we'll come up here. We'll just adjust our edge. And now we can go ahead and do this. Back that thing up. It put the name over here at the majority area and then like left this with no name. Suckers. It's alright. Meadow timber is now expanding. Which means we don't need to worry about a forestry main building, and we can put in workers' barracks here and here. No, actually I should move that workers' barracks over a little bit, because we've got to put our power lines back in. So there. I like the little bit of a cliff there. We're going to go ahead and adjust that while we're looking at it. Do that. Turn the strength all the way down. And we'll adjust this part of the land down as well. Like, we want this looking proper. There we go. There we go. That's looking good. The little bit of the cliff there, I like that. That's fine. It's just that, like, over here and over here, I wanted that gone. So it's perfect. That I have to accept because that's what's going to happen with a lot of this stuff anyway. Yeah, I will. Whatever. That's what's going to happen. Stupid Wendy's Wi-Fi. So are you eating or are you working? Like, what are you at Wendy's for? Using their Wi-Fi, that's what I mean, though. Like, if I go to Wendy's, just an FYI, I have to throw this out there as a tip. If you're using Wi-Fi, anybody's Wi-Fi, Wendy's, McDonald's, a hotel, anything like that, please, for everything that is good and holy, use a VPN on your phone. Even if you use a free VPN, like Tunnel Bear, for instance, has a free use thing that's like so many megabytes or whatever. That's always worth using when you're using whenever you go out somewhere that's like a public Wi-Fi, always use that Wendy. Always use a VPN, man, because I do. It's just smarter. You don't want people stealing your information, getting into your phone, or anything like that. Man, that Shanky's whip. I tell you right now, I'm telling you for the 100th time today, Shanky's whip is the stuff. Oh my gosh, it is so good. All right, let's get back into this. So we've got our forest workers barracks. That's good. We need a couple of small tree areas here. And this is why I made this area wide through here. And then did a couple of spots. Oh, it's just not far enough away. Stinker. Alright, but I can get one in right here, I believe. Oh, it might not be that good. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I don't like that steepness of it right there. I should... I gotta fix the road a little bit. Let's fix this road, because that'll make it easier instead of just having nothing up there. I wanted a couple of little tree areas. Get this a little deeper on top of this cliff here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now... just have to order a ball. I'm telling you. If you like to enjoy a drink once in a while, or you drink maybe like I do, it is... you got to throw it in there once in a while and just taste it. Just to taste it. And after you've tasted it the first time... it'll be like the first time you ate fried chicken cold. You'll never go back to wanting it normal again. You're going to always want cold fried chicken. So you're going to always want that Shanky's Whip. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love fried chicken, hot or cold. Don't matter to me. All right, now we can finally fit a couple of plantations in here. That's what I wanted. There. There, like that. Beautiful. We're going to change this. Like I said, this is supposed to be a Christmas tree farm. So we're going to change those around once we get the chance. They won't be these alders or whatever they are. I forget. Now, we need the sapling fields. And those will look good right here. We'll do one more by the barracks. And I like these because they kind of look like they have like a little greenhouse thing going on with them, which you would do over young plants and stuff, you know, depending on the weather, things like that. So this is a cool little look. I like that one. One thing we can do, let's go over here now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at stuff. We got the greenhouse appearance, or we can have just a plain field appearance, but I like that greenhouse one. We're going to pretend it's winter time. We want the greenhouses. So up here, we're going to get rid of that, go for the conifer. Those are the beeches, not the alder. Okay. But I want the conifer. I know they're super tall. Like, you wouldn't put a tree that big in your house. Well, maybe you would if you got a big enough house. But like I said, this is our Christmas tree farm. Here's our Christmas trees. Right? Am I wrong? And we're going to also have our regular tree and stuff. Like, here's our Christmas trees for the Christmas tree farm. We'll do a couple more over here. It'd be like a come cut your own type of farm, you know? These ones, though, let's go ahead and take the greenhouse effect off of them. Just make them plain fields. Oops. That should be okay. This oak, though, sorry, oak, we got to get rid of you. We're going to move you across the street here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Let's see. We got a couple of things going on over here already. We've got our sawdust storage, and I think that's about it, really. A couple other random things here, because like I was talking about, I did a couple of, like, industrial areas there. So... we can go ahead and add a sawmill in over here, I think. Should fit in pretty much a lot of different areas. Let's go right here on this side of these Christmas trees. And we got our biomass pellet plant. This creates a little bit of pollution, as well as this one, the pulp mill. And I kind of want to keep them together, but they are large buildings, so I don't think I'm going to place them anywhere in this area, especially because they create pollution. So I think what I'm going to do eventually is... where's the tree farm? There's the tree farm. So I think what I'm going to do eventually is reconstitute this area here that we've used already. We got some rocks and other cool stuff there. But I think since we are already utilizing this area for other things like on the cattle, for instance, and stuff like that has the pollution, we're going to go ahead and use the rest of this area for the biomass plant, the pellet plant, and stuff like that. So we're going to come back to that, especially since it's right across the street from from the area that's part of this. And so we'll come back to those, and that's where they're going to go. But we'll go ahead and add a couple of log yards over here. Don't want to hurt the... I'll take a look at this really quick. Oh, perfect. That worked out great. That's a good spot for it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Perfect, perfect. And I think I'm going to do one more. I don't think they're going to fit up here anywhere. This would be stupid right there because of the hillside. So maybe right up here behind everything. Yeah, that works. And then we'll do the sawdust storage. We'll throw one of these down here. But I think what we'll do is see if it fits next to the... Oh, that should work out. That actually looks like it would work out really well, for instance. Like, the trucks would come in, unload the sawdust, and it would go down the hill, get pushed down the hill to the conveyor belt thingamajigger here that would push it into other trucks eventually. Like, yeah, that are loading. I mean, this little weird divot here kind of sucks, but let's just pretend I don't see that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to leave this alone. I want the area to go ahead and increase to meadow timber here. We are already at a level 2. I want it to increase to like a level 3 or a level 4 for us, obviously. Then we can go ahead and start looking at our... I know, cattle pollutes? What? I mean, I guess, you know, as far as the slaughterhouse goes, that might have a little bit of pollution. So we're going to wait for this, obviously, to build up. We got to get to level 4 for that, level 3 for a couple more of these plantations. Our maintenance building, I'm surprised that they make you wait till level 4 for the maintenance building on that, for instance. But a lot of stuff is waiting for level 4, level 3. So we're going to wait, let this go ahead and do its thing. Since we were able to extend meadow timber out over here, it should help it to grow. It should help it to look really good here. So, what are we looking at the Lions score here? Still 34-17. Oh, the Lions game is over. I take it. There we go. Lions won. Lions won against the Bears. Like that was going to be hard. Sorry for any Chicago fans. In fact, I think Tim said he's a Chicago fan, didn't you? Sorry, bud. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry, man. When do you think the last time the Lions have ever done this good? I've been a fan of the Lions for 30-something years, like most of my life, and I've never seen the Lions do this good at all. Like, this is absolutely wonderful, and I just have to enjoy it as much as I can right now. I'm sorry. So, all right, we got meadow timber. Let's go ahead and hit play. Let everything get back to the way it's supposed to be. Let the road thing figure itself out, because, of course, if there's any vehicles on it, they were going to have any problems. But now that everything's playing, it should start producing everything. Let's go ahead and speed this up as well. Move my fat head out of the way here really quick. Okay. That way we start getting vehicles running through here. Let's go ahead and double check on our junctions. I thought so. There would be a stop sign right there, a stoplight right there. Clean this up really quick while I'm looking at it. And boom, 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 boom. Shock-a-laka, we have a continuation of meadow timber processing. I think it looks damn freaking good. Let's go into this really quick. Like, this, seriously, just completes this whole area, in my opinion. We already got trucks running around. That's awesome. But you know, just taking this and being able to use it, I had so many other types of ideas going through here throughout the history of this city. None of them ever worked. None of them ever felt good. None of them ever worked. I didn't ever want to come over here and do anything. I've talked about it many times where I've tried and tried and tried different things over here to just kind of make it thing. And I think what my biggest problem was that I tried too many times to make this still part of the city. To make it part of the city and where there's a lot of tight packed houses and buildings and tall buildings and stuff like that. And those never seem to work out on a hillside, a big old tree-filled hillside like this, that just is perfect the way it is with nature. And then it finally hit me when we started doing everything else over here, when we started working with Eagle Point, and the first part of the trees, the tree farm here and everything like that, like, you know, it finally hit me, it struck me that this needs to flow with the natural area. It needs to be nature, filled with the nature of, or filled with the nature. I sound stupid right now. It needs to be filled up with what would go along with the natural area here. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we did a lot of terraforming. Like here in Eagle Point, for instance, we did a lot of terraforming. We did some terraforming over here to make our racetrack. And, you know, sure, the terraforming isn't necessarily being a part of nature, but through that, we were able to utilize the area in a much more efficient way, make it work out better for us, and really bring in the neighborhoods that, like, this neighborhood wouldn't have fit before, you know what I mean? But now it does. It flows with everything going on here because we brought everything across. And I'm extremely happy with this. Like, this is the best I could have done for anything on this side of this map. And I'm excited. I'm happy. I think it's the greatest thing I could have ever done. And, you know, like I said before, nothing was working out. Like, I was trying to do more stuff like this, for instance, over here, and it just wasn't right. To stop it at the freeway, to go back to nature and bring it into this, I think is probably the best thing ever. And I'm happy. I'm over talking it, I think. I'm over talking it. But who hit Donnie with a tree? I did. When I was pulling the tree for my Christmas tree, I dropped it on myself, tried to put it on my car, actually. It fell off. I didn't get it quite up there. It fell off and hit me. I kind of caught it at the same time, but getting a text, they're like, hey, listen for somebody coming to the house. Can't do that. I got headphones on. I have no napkins today. I've got to use my shirt to wipe the whiskey out of my beard. Probably not smart if I plan on going. Actually, I'm not going anywhere. Why would I risk driving somewhere? That'd be stupid. All right. Yeah, so this is looking awesome. We got this looking good. I'm very happy with this. Obviously, I just can't stop talking about it. Merry Christmas, everybody. We got our little Christmas village going on up here, and it's about to be Christmas in like 3 days. So, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I am so freaking happy. We finally took this area across the river and have made it into a awesome, working, amazing looking community. So much decoration going on, but that's all part of it. It's got the rocks, the trees. It's what makes it what it is. So the dogs will listen for anyone. Well, it's my nephew that's supposed to be showing up for some reason. So what do we got going on here? These trucks. It's so funny. Look at you back up, and the trucks have these they look like they're pulling dumpsters right now. And then you get closer and you can see that they're beds. You get back a little bit, there's a dumpster. Just like the birds that turn from seagulls to crows. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to call it a day because apparently my nephew is coming over. We've been going just over an hour. I got to get back to cleaning in my house anyway. That's just taking way too damn long. Gosh darn it. All that cleaning. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get a good pulled out shot here. Look at this. This city is so amazing. Let's look at the citizenship. 138,000. 138,000. That is on the original vanilla game for PlayStation here. That is an amazing number. I think some of my biggest cities have only gotten to just over 100,000. So this one I'd have to say is probably my biggest city, and I'm very happy with it. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a great day. We did a great build today, so join me next week. We'll be back here in Westwood. I'm not exactly sure what will be going on. We might be back over here in this little area here. Might be messing around with the amusement park. Who knows? We will figure it out. I'll figure it out this week when I go through my... Hopefully I got time. We got Christmas. I got family. I got so much going on. I'll make time to make my test build so that when I come back next Sunday, I am ready for all of you. And I don't do a crappy ass episode like last week. So everybody take it easy. Love you all. See you next week. And Merry freaking Christmas. Love ya. Ah, crap. I can't find the button.